I'm trying to be nice.
You got Sydney.
What happened?
I'm trying.
Well, what happened?
Hi, my loves. Jerome Lady Girl from Runaway, where we have culture, conversation, and community. In today's video, I am coming to you all with a review of Baddies ATL episode. I don't know. What's the episode, y'all? Oof, girl. Me no no. So let's just hop right into it. This episode kicks off with the fight that we're seeing with Christina and Natalie. And y'all, the fight is so crazy. Christina's so irate. Both of them are just incontrollable. And the producers jump in it. They like, y'all come on, because we got to get some footage. At the end of the day, y'all already doing this. Y'all did this already. Like, every day we wake up, y'all fighting all around the house. Like, we need something else. So Christina's like, yeah, okay, I'm trying. So they get close again. And then Christina tries to fight again. And then like some time goes by. You can tell with just how the scene was shot, that some time had to go by before they even were able to say, you know what, I was just really upset and I was hurt by the fact, whoever that producer was, shout out to that producer, because I have like failed to realize, like, when you're producing, you have to like manage the people that surround you, and the producers at Zeus Network must really got to be great at de-escalating, and not only de-escalating, but then also stirring the pot. Interesting, y'all. So in the process, she was just like, listen, you were supposed to be my big sister, and I just thought I could come to you, like, can I use your hair and makeup? And you didn't let me use your hair and makeup. And I thought that we were friends like that. And now that I know that we're not, Christina is so up and down with her emotions, it's crazy. It's just like, okay, you know, we're business partners. So Natalie was trying to have a moment with her, but it just wasn't receptive. It was not a Tanisha and Natalie moment like we had in last week's episode. But they hug it out. It was just like, come on, we're business partners. And Natalie was like, sisters for life. It was so forced, y'all. In the next scene, we have Sarah, big face Sarah, and Natalie. And Sarah is not excited, not thrilled, not happy at all that Natalie Nunn has made up with Tanisha Thomas, because she's like, yeah, you're always telling me, like,
So you're besties.
oh, you're gunning for you, like, you know, you always pretty much tag me in, and then, you know, Tanisha probably hates me now, but you guys are all best friends. And like, I feel like, you know, sometimes it's sometime in the very distant past, I've been in a situation like that. I know how it is, but at the very same time, like, girl, we are grown women at the end of the day. And Natalie knew exactly what she was saying. She was like, oh, our relationship is not going to change because I'm friends with Natalie now. And I'm just like, girl, you even had to say that? Very alarming. So she's like, oh, y'all best friends now? You know, Tanisha bashed you online. Y'all best friends now, huh? Sarah is so mad. She hates to see it. They mentioned Tanisha, and she was like, Tanisha pretty much hates me. She's like, no, she doesn't hate you. And I'm like, yeah, she does. They mentioned Christina. She's like, oh, so you're best friends with Christina too? And she's like, no, we just have our issues resolved for now because Christina is a live wire. And the next scene, we have Seven in the room, in her bathroom, and then out of nowhere, we have Sydney coming in. Sydney is always zitty bopping all along the house, and she comes in and she's like, oh yeah, you're inviting me to your bathroom as long as Janelle is not here. So obviously there's some tension between Sydney and Janelle, and they're just talking. Like, girl, what are they talking about? I don't even remember.
I play nice, and I'm nice to Janelle. And lately, I've been nice to her.
They are trying to prepare for this boardroom meeting that they're going to have. Sydney says she wants to make sex toys, which, you know, sex is a part of society now more than ever, is what she said. But girl, sex has been a part of society since the beginning of time. It's just how publicized or hidden it is that has changed in varying degrees. But Sydney had a cute interaction with Seven. It's nice to see her not arguing and fighting and not super duper drunk where she's falling all over the place, literally. So, cute interaction. They see a roach, they kill the roach because y'all saw a roach, the house is haunted. Like, girl, I don't know. I'm just, the show, it doesn't give it to me. It's not. And the next scene, we have Tanisha and Natalie in the boardroom meeting. They come in. Tanisha looked great. And they're just talking about ideas, you know. So all of the other ladies come in. Sarah joins next, and Seven, and this one and that one. Sydney comes in last, and they give her a nice little clap. And I'm like, Sydney deserves a little bit more love than what she's actually getting, because Judy has been, you know, taking her down through there. And she has a cup, like a yellow Soho cup. Natalie's like, you need to get rid of that. And she's like, are you kidding me? I know you lying, not this little bit of wine. And she's like, no, you do. We're having a business meeting. We need to get serious. And I'm like, I like stuff like that. When it's time for business, It's time for business. Like everything else can wait. We can discuss it at we can party and toast after, but right now all we need is some coffee or tea. And if it's not that, then let's just chill. I'm very much like that. And Natalie was serious. Like, no, put it on the floor or something. Be respectful. Get your coin, sis. So Natalie mentions the first things first that we have to one look the part. So she wants to do some sort of baddie boot camp when somebody comes in and teaches us how to work out properly. And I'm like, girl, the shade of it all. And that Tanisha's like, no, you always trying to govern my stomach. I have both for all of my stomachs. I'm good. And I'm just like, girl, the way I've been in the gym, I need somebody to come train me properly. Because listen, y'all, I don't even want to get into it. Let me just move right along. Tanisha mentions the talent show, and Christina's like, yes, I would really, really like that. She's like, you guys offer so many more things, and I want y'all to see, you know, to be represented in a different light. And they're so excited. Everybody's like, oh, talent show, you can rap, you can sing, you can dance. It's like an exciting thing for them. Like, high-fiving, and Sarah's just sitting there in the confessional like, they're using all of my ideas. And say that. I mean, I don't know, because if you say that, then it's going to seem like you're looking for attention and validation. But I hate when somebody takes my ideas. I do not care. Call it petty. If you want to use my idea, we'll mention it. Well, you know, Jeray, she brought up a really good idea. And then this is like, okay, cool. Say all of them then. But don't just discredit me, sis. I don't like that. I'm sorry, y'all. Leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think about that situation. Is it petty or is it not? Judy is not interested in none of it. She's like, girl, I wanted to come here and do like a Real Housewives of Atlanta situation. Not no talent show. That's been there. We done that. Like, I don't want to do that no more. And not for nothing, Judy. I would like to see that too. But y'all are too dysfunctional. Okay? Real Housewives is not about actually fighting. It's about fighting of the words. And nobody is giving like really good reads or really good shade. So maybe like a cross, like an in between Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I thought that's what it was gonna be about. Y'all so much older now, so like giving us the talent show is not something I want to see, girl. You want to see that at the community center with the kids in the community. But girl, y'all already know what it's giving. Back to the talent show. Tanisha and Natalie said that they were going to be a part of the talent show, which made the girls even more excited. Sarah's like, well, is Ray J going to be hosting it? And I'm just like, girl, close your legs to married men. Natalie mentioned that a therapist is going to come in because we all have some things that we need to work out, which that's the shit that we want to see, okay? See them in individual therapy. And not for nothing, I'm going to take y'all, you know, down a trip to memory lane. Remember Charm School when the girls were in Flavor of Love House and they were acting a mess, and then they went to Charm School and Monique was supposed to teach them charm and etiquette. Although we know, we already know what that was about. I think that we wanted to see like the bad girls reformed. How are the bad girls healing? Okay. And I know that their brand is created in chaos and fighting and this and that, but at what point do you start to rebrand? You know, I think that the people who watched them 12 years ago are now grown up. Hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we want to see y'all um, thriving and successful in the world. How did you get over some of the toxic traits? Or at least that's what I would like to see. Let me know in the comment section. I want to know if I'm the only one, because I know that I'm a little more nerdier than most. So, you know, it is what it is. So in the process of Natalie mentioning the therapist that she wants to come in, Sydney mentions, you know, she is a transgender woman and she really struggles. She gets emotional. She said, I almost lost my life. You know, there was a time when I trick fucked somebody, which she could have said it in a different way. She lied to somebody about her gender. But here's the thing. Here is the thing. And I am not a transgender woman. Um, I've only had a really semi-close relationship with one transgender woman in my life, who eventually she ended up passing away. But the point I'm trying to make is this: ain't no such thing as getting tricked into effing a trans. It's just not. It's just not. Like, if you getting screwed, you having, you know, y'all getting it from behind or whatever the case, even if she says she want to keep her panties on, like, guys touch, guys know, guys feel. So this whole, oh, I'm gonna kill you because you didn't tell me, like, dog, you knew. Even if you ain't know for sure, you knew in the back of your mind. You just decided to ignore because you wanted to do what you wanted to do. So don't come around here trying to shoot up the block because you know, it's in your face now. So I mean, you know, dating is one thing. When it comes down to the actual sexual act of it all, they know what's up. But anyway, she goes. That's my sidebar. I'm done. She goes on to say, I could have died. I should have died a long time ago. Then we have Christina open up and says that her mom was a heroin addict, and she was addicted to Percocets herself. She was prescribed for a tumor that she had removed, and then got addicted. So she wants to talk about that. And out of nowhere, Sarah gets emotional. And I'm like, Sarah, what's wrong? You can share. You can share. You can see like the hesitancy. She's like thinking about it. She's just like, I just feel like everybody tells me to be shut up and just be quiet, and you just shushed me like, oh, Sarah, shut up, and nobody cares. And I know that you guys are all sharing, but nobody ever talks about me. And nobody really cares about me, and then everybody's just looking like, girl, read the room. No, we talking about real life issues, not the jealousy that you have towards Tanisha and Natalie. Like, girl, it's very, very caring. Very much caring. She was even crying in the confessionals. Like, girl, it's that deep. Then they started talking about Sydney cat dying. She don't have no kids. Binky was her son. Sarah's dog died. It was just very weird toward the end. But they all leave feeling pretty good. They end up going out, and it seems like they had a really good time at the club. The girls was like, yeah, Atlanta's turned up. Everybody's outside, even during the panoramic. They did not care. They found a club to go to. Um, just doing what they had to do to get these scenes, girl. Get this footage. And in the process, they're in the afterwards. So Sydney is turned up. She's drunk as usual.
Trying to be nice.
You got Sydney.
I'm trying.
And she starts going off at Judy, and Judy's like, I'm not doing this with you no more. I'm tired. I'm not doing this with you. And Sydney is just out of her mind. Her and Tanisha start going back and forth, and then out of nowhere, somebody was in the front like, yo, you better act like a lady if you want to act like a lady. If not, I'm gonna treat you like a man, and all this and all that. And I'm just like, oh, here we go. And then Tanisha starts getting popped off, like, girl, if you don't shut up right now, I'm putting you out this car. I'm putting you out this car. And Tanisha was waiting for them to say something, because she kept saying, who you calling a bitch? Who you calling this? Who you calling that? And it just finally came to it, because at one point Sydney was like, I might be talking to you. And from there, it was just over with. So we're going to have to see how things escalate in the next episode, y'all. Sydney should have came in with a game plan. She really should have. She needed something to promote or something. No, none of the girls have nothing to promote. I find that very odd and very strange. Like, I would have been in the confessionals like, yes, girl, because I'm wearing my scarf by Jeray. Like, she by Jeray, y'all. Okay. On my website, you know what I mean? I had to go throw that on real quick. Nobody has anything to plug or promote. With the one thing that I saw from Natalie. But y'all, we're gonna have to see how this goes. They got boardroom meetings. They don't got no content to give us outside of arguing, the cute quick scenes from the club, and this. Hopefully it turns around. I'm really interested in seeing them going to a therapist. I want to see them honestly do some community work. I want to see them do some speed dating. I want to see them do something. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me on the YouTube algorithm. And also consider subscribing. It's free and it helps your girl. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.